When a problem comes along, you must whip it! This weekend at the Bahan Superdome, it's
Whipfest.
And welcome to Whipfest. So this is the old whip. This is my character, Bryson Tyson. My name is Gary Butterfield. I'm from Bonfireside Chat, and Watch Out for Fireballs, and a couple other shows. And so I'm starting a little bit later in the game because I wanted to get the old whip. Look at that. You can really see all up in him. Pro tip for getting an item you want from the crows: grab the Bonfire Aesthetic as your gift. And this is beautiful in HD, by the way. I love the PC version of this game. Look at that. Grab the Bonfire Aesthetic, and you can get 3 smooth and silky stones from the place where you get the small smooth and silky stone from the behind the waterfall. And if you do this instead, you get 3, and then you have 3 chances. You use the rusted coin, and I got it on the second try. Not too bad. You'll notice that little X by my old whip. It means I can't use it. So we are not going to... we're going to do a little bit different here in the beginning. We are going to go grab the other whip that we can get right from the beginning of the game, which is a little bit more durable and does way less damage. But we can get that at the beginning of the game, but we need to fight a boss, and we need some souls. I'm going to grab these homeward bones over here. So we're going to go try to cheese Dragon Rider. I haven't played tons on the PC. I did do kind of a draft of this Let's Play and got through the Forest of Fallen Giants, and was tired when I was doing it, so I wasn't doing very good commentary, and then also was playing like shit because I was tired, so I decided to start over and with this character. So don't worry, it was still Bryson Tyson, but I decided to start over. And you also notice I have the shield. I got the pre-order bonuses for some reason on the PC version. I never redeemed those on the PS3. I'm not planning on using them. I'm not using any of the weapons, but I'm also not planning on abusing anything. And those weapons aren't actually that powerful, so kind of hard to abuse anyway. But we're gonna go get a whip right off there. So this first episode is probably gonna be fighting Dragon Rider, hopefully cheesing him. And what I was gonna say is, well, that's weird. The other run-throughs I've done of this, I couldn't cheese him. He was unable to be cheesed. So in case that happens, because I can't use the old whip, I am going to equip my starting weapon there as my offhand thing, just in case I need to actually fight Dragon Rider legit. I'm hoping I don't. Beautiful this is on PC, man. Not trying to be a PC guy, but like, it just looks very good in this higher resolution. So touching these bonfires because once I die, I want to start over. I also don't want to die that much because I like looking at this Bryson Tyson rather than Hot Dog Bryson Tyson. If Hot Dog Bryson Tyson rears his ugly head, like almost, whoa, I have like 1 hit point left. If he does rear his head, then we will be grabbing a... I need to heal in case I have to actually fight this guy if the cheesing doesn't work. We will be putting on some clothes. Until then, though, I'm naked for speed purposes. Okay. I want that healing happen a little bit just so I can, like I said, in case I had to fight this guy with my scimitar here. So hopefully this cheese works. I think they maybe changed it in the game. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's supposed to be it. I don't think he falls off anymore. Speedrunners are going to be pissed. I think I might be able to still kill him though. And I'm going to kill him one way or another, but hopefully I can do it first try. That's my point. So I need to get the stats for the old whip, in addition to being able to unlock the area where I can get my notched whip, which it's going to seem, it's a way worse whip than the old whip. It's going to seem odd that I'm using it at all, but it actually procs bleed really well. I was using it during my kind of first draft of this, and it is not a bad little weapon. For enemies that don't bleed, however, it is a nightmare. So like, Ruin Sentinels suck. Yeah, Dragon Rider, there's not a lot to say about him. We did our episode with Lobos, where we talked about him. He is, he's not too fun of a fight. I think the idea behind him is supposed to just be this arena, which is pretty cool, you know. Explore your environment, you'll be able to use it towards your advantage. I did not block, given that I don't have 100% physical resistance here. Blocking because he's near the edge. Yeah, there's not too much to this guy. He's very easy, and part of the reason why I think he's so easy is because his shield only works when he's holding on. I started as the swordsman because they have the best dex in the game. This is Whipfest is a dex build. So. As far as length of episode and release schedule and all of that stuff, I'm going for twice a week release schedule. Have episodes be about a half hour or so. That's my goal. I'm going to try to make a boss fight in each one. I think the Forest of Fallen Giants one may or may not have a boss fight. Here's a trivia piece. The Dark Fog Gate is always the one you need to go to. The light one is always kind of interesting. And when I'm leveling up, I need to save 2,000 souls so I can get Lycia to open up the area. You see there's always going to be bloodstains around Lycia. People trying to kill her and get her
Are you from the... My name is...
charm.
I have come. I can... But
And
the...
a lot of them are speedrunners, so...
I'd heard the... I... Do... And...
I hope that nobody is actually
So... No
disappointed
need for miracles.
that I am
The
skipping
gods
dialogue and
frown
stuff.
upon so...
Everyone who is watching this should have already... Oh, that guy freaking out. That guy's weirdo. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Everybody should have already played this, of course. Nobody should be watching a Let's Play as their first exposure to Dark Souls 2. I will be talking about each area as I get to them, and I will let some cutscenes play out, the ones I really like. But, yeah. That was pretty much went textbook how I wanted to, other than not being able to cheese him.
Are you... or bear... I will
I am
take
the next
this...
monarch.
Go on. He... King Vend... Bearer... For me... You will... Seek the... There's... Once you... So that... Is that a... Here... To see... However...
Of course, doing this way, doing that Bonfireside, my hair clipping, my skull clipping through my hair when I do that. Using the bonfire, getting the bonfire aesthetic meant I gave up a different starting gift. So 25, I think, is the dex required. I also want to put a little bit into strength. And I used up all my points there on accident because I needed actually 2,000. But luckily, I got souls. I'm going to be using boss souls for when one, you know, since the only one I'm going to be using. I mean, I might might grab a boss shield. I like the Mirror Knight shield actually quite a bit. And then you might be asking why I'm leveling up strength. I think I actually need 12 strength for this item. I like the Mirror Knight shield quite a bit, but the old whip, or the spotted whip, is the other item I'm going to really want. And but you don't get that until relatively late in the game. You trade in the frog demon for that. So I should be able to use my whip now. Yeah, there's no X on it. This thing has really shitty durability, so I'm going to be pretty limited in the amount that I fight with it. My other whip is going to be kind of my bread and butter whip. You may be asking, and not the bread and butter whip released by Kraft, sandwich company.
Oh, this room, and only this lovely thing reveal, and this shall I...
Well, you may be wondering why I'm wearing a shield in Whipfest. Lobos Jr., my favorite Dark Souls Let's Player, did a run with no all whips, no shield. I am not 1/10 the player of that guy.
May the power of miracles be with you.
I'm not doing that. I am going to allow myself shields. So pretty much the only restriction on this is that it's Whipfest, and I'm whipping things. Eventually I'm going to be doing dual wielding power stancing whips, but still probably swapping out shields every once in a while. So how's everybody doing? I realize it's been a while since I put out a video. The last thing I did was that Dishonored playthrough. Yeah. Hey, Falcon. So, but part of it has just been busy, and part of it is, you know, playing Dark Souls 2. I have a PS3. You're not gonna fool me. I have a, look how much durability that does, though. I get like six or seven whips on this bad boy. I have a capture card now for PS3. However, one, the PC version looks a lot better. Two, it will require less editing because I don't have to put the audio on a separate track and sync it up and do all that nonsense. I'm not gonna kill you. This whole thing is a little bit hairy. I could die here doing this part pretty easily, but hopefully I don't. I do not want to die from arrows either. Shoot me. Thank you. That's what I wanted. And this is what I wanted. So all these areas I'm kind of rushing through to get stuff, like Hades Tower and this. I'm going to fully explore these later and do, you know, an examination, so to speak. But for now, I'm just trying to get my starting equipment for Whipmaster Tyson. Bonus points to people who know where Bryson Tyson comes from. You know, and the character Bryson Tyson is not particularly a Whipmaster. I just thought that it's a funny name. So here's where I can get my other whip. Wait for little torture man to fall down. This is the earliest whip you can get in the game. Gavlin, or not Gavlin, Laddersmith Gilligan sells regular whips. If I can keep this 500 sold, I will. Sells regular whips, and you can get the bloody whip, but that is a random drop, so I don't feel like farming. And then obviously, I guess the old whip is actually the earliest one you can get in the game. Sorry about that. But this is the earliest whip you can get in the game that is not the earliest guaranteed whip. So now I have my two whips, and I'm ready to tackle the Forest of Fallen Giants. Knock this down for when I come back. Oh, hello. Well, on that note, seems like a good note to end it on. We'll be heading to the Forest of Fallen Giants next with two whips. One, incredibly weak, but pretty, not even really durable. It's actually pretty shitty durability, but one that is incredibly strong. And yeah, let's see how well whips work. And actually, now that I look like garbage, we'll put on a fucking shirt. I'm trying to be dexterous here, because I'm actually not going to be able to wear that because I'm going to have to put on my second whip. Yeah, I'm trying to stay pretty dexterous. So, anywho, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, Whipfest. I like whip moves. I love the dashing whip. Whips, whips, whips. Okay, thank you for watching, and we'll whip it up later. Bye-bye.